Watch your words, say your words.
Every I am, I speak, heaven hears first.
Say your words.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every line I write's a contract that God backs. Manifest miracles with a subject and a verb. I don't just talk faith, I make it heard. They say watch your mouth, I say watch your mind. Cause what you spell wrong might spell your decline. So I punctuate peace, I capitalize grace. Every comma, a pause in my holy place. My tongue built temples, my breath built light. Every time I speak, I rewire my life.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back. God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back.
You talk doubt, you draft delay. You talk fear, you feed decay. But when I say I am, my atoms obey. My whole life rewrites when my tongue conveys. I don't speak lack, I speak lineage. Royal DNA in every sentence. I edit my energy, proofread my peace. Delete what don't serve, let divine release. I speak in bold, no italics, no fear. My truth prints clear, my purpose right here. Ever realize your mouth been a microphone for miracles? Every breath, a broadcast. Every whisper, a world builder. Your subconscious don't argue, it archives. So I file my faith under forever. I archive abundance under already done. This ain't grammar, this is God in translation. I don't spell check spirit, I spell out scripture. My dialogue divine, heaven edits my diction.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back.
Say it right, say it real, say it till it reveals.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax.
Subconscious mind affirmations. My mind is open to divine direction. Every thought I think plants a powerful seed. I am aligned with peace, purpose, and prosperity. My subconscious only accepts ideas that bless my life. I naturally attract people and opportunities that reflect my worth. My inner world creates my outer world. I choose faith over fear always. This feels natural to me now. I am safe to believe in miracles. My subconscious mind is my greatest ally. You ever wake up one morning and not recognize the person in your own reflection? Not because you don't know who you are, but because life done carved new features into your soul. That was me, a 46-year-old black woman with a bad-shaped scar and a Bible in her bag. A mother, a daughter, an auntie, a lover turned angel. A soldier of both the streets and the spirit. I used to think survival was my only language. Get up, suit up, don't cry, don't quit. But nobody told me survival's loud voice can drown out your spirit's whisper. See, my subconscious mind had been playing reruns of old pain. The strict house rules, the silence after trauma, the weight of secrets that made my shoulders slump before my time. Be strong, they said. But strength without softness, that's just armor without healing. So when life broke me open one day, when my partner passed from cancer, when my baby girl only stayed 6 hours on this earth, when I got terminated while locked inside a mental institution, my mind finally screamed enough. That's when I met myself. Not Sergeant Smith, not Mama, not the protector or the provider, just me, the woman underneath the uniform. The soul underneath the noise. And I started talking to my mind differently. I whispered new affirmations into my own subconscious mind. I said, I am safe inside my own thoughts. I am free from the lies I learned in pain. I released the idea that love means losing myself. I deserve joy even when the world is silent. I am peace in motion. I am the calm that follows the chaos. I used to think God only spoke in sermons. But now I hear him in the spin of a roulette wheel, in the shuffle of cards, in the rhythm of dice, not gambling to escape life, but to remember. I still know how to play. I still know how to risk something for myself. My healing didn't come overnight. Some nights I still talk to my therapist on Monday about what I told Jesus on Sunday. Balance, that's my new badge. Because my peace is not a crime scene, it's a sanctuary. And every morning I remind my mind who's in charge. I say my past trained me, but it does not define me. My empathy is my superpower, not my curse. I can be soft and still be strong. I am learning to give without emptying myself. I am worthy of love simply because I exist. The subconscious don't argue, it listens, it records, it repeats. So now when fear whispers, you're too much, my spirit smiles and say, I'm finally enough. I'm not chasing perfection anymore. I'm reprogramming my peace. And every time I breathe, I'm rewriting my life story. Not as the woman who was broken, but as the woman who woke up. Because my healing isn't just mine, it's my mission. To remind every other woman watching, every mother, daughter, soldier, and survivor, you can't fix what broke you by going back. You fix it by believing forward. So tonight, before you close your eyes, speak life into your mind. Say it until it sticks. I am whole. I am healed. I am divine design. I am the author of my peace. Because when your subconscious believes that, the whole universe rearranges to agree. You've been speaking things over your life you don't even hear anymore. You call it reality, but it's just repetition. You say, this is who I am, when really it's who your subconscious learned to be. And that mind of yours, that quiet one under the noise, has been recording everything. Every sigh, every slight, every Sunday sermon, every you better not cry. The subconscious don't judge, it don't question, it just obeys. So when you said, I'm tired, it said, okay, let's make her more tired. When you said people always leave, it said, got it, let's keep her surrounded by leaving. When you whisper, I don't think I'm enough, the soft inner scribe wrote it in permanent ink. And now you're walking around wondering why peace feels like a stranger, why love don't stay long, why joy got conditions. It's because the part of your mind that runs the show been programmed by every hurt you never healed. But listen, the subconscious ain't your enemy, it's your echo. It only repeats what it hears the loudest. So if you want a new life, you don't fight your mind, you feed it. You feed it new words, new vision, new story, new sound. Just say, I am loved until love becomes the only station it can tune to. You say, I am safe until safety becomes your natural setting. Say, I am abundant until abundance stops being a wish and becomes a rhythm in your bloodstream. See, the conscious mind is the talker, but the subconscious is the builder. So you tell it what you want. Then it picks up a hammer and goes to work in silence. It don't need proof. It needs permission. And half of y'all keep waiting on God to deliver when God been waiting on you to decide. Because faith ain't begging, it's blueprinting. It's saying this is already mine. And then acting like you believe your own voice. You can't plant I'm broke and expect harvest to overflow. You can't sow I'm lonely and try to reap a partnership. You can't chant nobody sees me and expect to see shine. Your words are contracts. Every I am you speak signs your mind up for a lifetime subscription. So what are you going to subscribe to? Fear or freedom? Survival or soul? Now I know what you're thinking, but I've been through too much. I hear you, so have I. You don't grow up in this skin, this body that holds both memory and miracle without collecting a few ghosts. But the subconscious don't care what you survive, it cares what you repeat. And right now you got the right to rewrite. You can interrupt every generational sentence mid-paragraph and say, no, this story ends differently with me. When you change your inner script, you change your outer scenery. People start acting new around you, not because they change, but because your vibration told them how to show up. Life ain't personal, it's energetic. The universe mirrors what you mean, not what you say on a good day. So if deep down you still believe you gotta fight for love, guess what? You attract a struggle. If deep down you think money is hard, you keep finding ways to prove yourself right. The subconscious is faithful like that. It's honor your belief even when your belief is breaking you. But grace is sneaky. Grace will slide in between your thoughts and whisper, you can start over right now. You don't need a degree, a title, or approval. All you need is a new sentence. Something like, I am not who I was taught to be. I am who I decide to remember. So let that sink in. You are who you decide to remember. You remember strength, and it'll show up. You remember peace, and it finds you. You remember love, it resurrects. You remember God, you feel whole again. Now some of y'all been praying and wondering why nothing moves. Let me tell you something tender and true. Prayer sets the intention, but repetition sets the frequency. You can pray for peace every night, but if you wake up cursing your reflection, your mind don't know which order to feel. So this is where the real work lives, in the space between what you say and what you believe about what you say. Affirmations ain't magic words, they're emotional rehearsals. You keep repeating them until your nervous system finally says, we're safe now, we can believe this. And when that happens, your whole reality starts to rearrange itself to match your new normal. People fall away not because you curse them, but because they don't speak your new language. Doors open not because the world suddenly likes you, but because your vibration finally matches what you were asking for. The subconscious mind don't argue with God. It is the way God moves through your mind. That's why the Bible said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The heart is not just emotion, it's memory, it's the deep mind. So when you think with your heart, you send commands to creation, and creation don't have opinions. It just says yes. Yes to your faith, yes to your fear, yes to your story. So which one you gonna tell? Because listen, this life right here, this chapter you in, you already survived what tried to destroy you. You already proved you're tougher than trauma. You already outran what they thought would bury you. Now you got to teach your mind to stop bracing for storms when the forecast is finally clear. Tell it, I am safe now. I can rest now. The battle is over. It's time to build. Your subconscious will look at you like a child waking up from a bad dream. It'll need repetition, gentleness, 1,000 whisper I ams until it believes again. So say them like it's your medicine. I am healed. I am whole. I am loved and advanced. I am guided by wisdom that never fails. I am allowed to enjoy this life I fought for. I'm not just telling you this for a video. This is stuff that I literally do every single day, and I've been doing it for years, and it works. Say this stuff in your car. Say it in your shower. Sometimes I say it out loud. Sometimes mostly inwardly. Say it when the fear comes back wearing yesterday's clothes. Say it until it feels true, because one day it will be. That's the secret Abraham is saying all along. You don't manifest by forcing, you manifest by allowing. You relax your grip long enough for grace to grab the wheel. You stop begging and start believing. You stop chasing and start choosing. You stop asking when and start saying now, because time don't heal, alignment does. And alignment starts in the mind beneath your mind. So tonight, before you close your eyes, speak softly to your builder. Tell her you've done enough protecting. Now build me peace. And she will, because the subconscious don't lie. It loves, it listens, and it always obeys the truth you finally choose to believe. So let's talk about it. What words have you been speaking over your life lately? And what patterns keep showing up because of this? Drop your favorite affirmation or a new one you're claiming, starting today, in the comments. If this message spoke to your spirit, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to reprogram their peace. Because remember, what you keep saying, you keep seeing.
Watch your words, say your words,
Every I am, I speak, heaven hears first.
say your words.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every line I write's a contract that God backs. Manifest miracles with a subject and a verb. I don't just talk faith, I make it heard. They say watch your mouth, I say watch your mind. Cause what you spell wrong might spell your decline. So I punctuate peace, I capitalize grace. Every comma, a pause in my holy place. My tongue built temples, my breath built light. Every time I speak, I rewire my life.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back. God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back.
You talk doubt, you draft delay. You talk fear, you feed decay. But when I say I am, my atoms obey. My whole life rewrites when my tongue conveys. I don't speak lack, I speak lineage. Royal DNA in every sentence. I edit my energy, proofread my piece. Delete what don't serve, let divine release. I speak in bold, no italics, no fear. My truth prints clear, my purpose right here. Ever realize your mouth been a microphone for miracles? Every breath, a broadcast. Every whisper, a world builder. Your subconscious don't argue, it archives. So I file my faith under forever. I archive abundance under already done. This ain't grammar, this is God in translation. I don't spell check spirit, I spell out scripture. My dialogue divine, heaven edits my diction.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax. Every word I say, my spirit signs that I decree, I define, I align, I attract. My language is law, my words bring it back.
Bring it back, bring it back. Say it right, say it real. Say it till it reveals.
God in my grammar, faith in my syntax.